Hi, boys and girls. So you have an activity list for this week. So I'm hoping it'll help you organize yourself a little bit better. What I wanted to do is just go over it with you real quick, just like we do in class. So if you look at the top, it's going to be slightly different because we have obviously different work that we're working on. So this first page is just the ELA section of your activity list. So that's the reading and the writing and the phonics. So remember on the side, you can see here you have your learning, and it's always going to be darker because we know whatever we choose to do first, we must do the learning first. So before I do any of these activities, I have to do my learning. So if I wanted to do making connections with George Washington, the very first thing I have to do is I have to go through the lesson, which is on my learning. And in the lesson, I was actually going to record it for you, but there's a lot of interactive practice and different things you can do online. So I thought it would be better for you to be able to do that practice online. Remember, there are activities on there as well that you don't have to submit, but if mom and dad or grandma or grandpa think it's a good idea that you do them, then you probably should do those, okay? Those are extra practice things to help you understand what you're learning about better. So right here, you have complete the lesson in my learning, and then you can do the activities throughout. And then right here, I put 2 optional practices. So remember, if it's optional, are you required to do it? Right, you're not required to do it. But on your My Pasco Connect, you have the Brain Pop Junior app. So if you want to search digraphs or tenses, those are 2 skills that are reviewed in this lesson. So if you need extra practice or you just want to remind yourself, then you can go and do these 2. This one is a video. You have your little code. And when you scan the QR code, there's a video that reviews making connections. So if you didn't quite understand it in the lesson right here, then the video might help you as well. If you already got it, don't worry about it. You don't need to do the optional practice. And then the last one, and I kind of did this for your parents too. Now it has, you're required. You have the little dots here. Anytime you see the little dots in the box, that tells you this is something that I have to turn in. So, and I even put on here to show you what it would look like on my learning. The Making Connections George Washington lesson is here. The work you're going to turn in goes right here, okay? And this is a quiz. So when you click here, it'll take you to the quiz and you will complete it. So remember, you're going to do your section, whatever you choose to do first. So this section then would be done. This section here is set up the same exact way. And you're going to do the lesson in my learning. You have optional practice, and you have context clues review because that's what is hit here. Then at the bottom, here's the dots. This tells me this is something I have to submit on my learning. Now this one's a little different for everybody because you actually have to record yourself and then submit the recording. So if you go to vocaroo.com, mom and dad, this is probably going to be the easiest website for you to use. And then there's little things at the bottom and you can save your Vocaroo, or you can get the URL and you can send that also to me, and you're going to send it right here on the Making Connections. So this will just record your voice. It's not a video, and then you can save it and send it. If you're super techie and you want to do something a little bit more exciting, feel free, but this is probably the easiest. The next page has your science and your social studies. So again, maybe on Monday you just want to do this. You just want to do ELA and get it done. That's fine. You can just do ELA. But remember, you have to plan out your day to make sure that I think somebody took off my schedule here. I kind of want it back. We might put that back on there. And then you can schedule, I want to do this on Monday. Maybe you want to do this on Wednesday. So I think we might put the schedule back on there. So maybe on Tuesday you decide, I want to do both my sciences and just get them done. You can do that. Okay, you just have to plan your day how you want to do it, and whatever section you choose, you have your heading. Remember, you have to do the learning first, and then you're going to submit your required activity. Okay? So this one is, again, complete the lesson in my learning. And then this is required to submit. It's an assignment. You'll find it at the end of this lesson, but I also put it in the activity list at the bottom. So then you'll have to go and you'll have to submit it right here. Anytime they have points, that's kind of where you know I have to submit something. Same thing for this one. And then there's an assignment, which I also attached to this PowerPoint. Social studies, you're going to do the lesson, and then when you click here on the second one, it's going to take you to a quiz. Okay? And then finally, your math. Now personally, I would put the math with each one of these. So maybe Monday you do just ELA and one of the maths. And then Tuesday, maybe you want to do both your sciences, then do a math. And maybe social studies is super quick. Maybe you do that and you do another one of your maths. And then you're left only with one more ELA. So just kind of plan your day out how you want to do it. But we all know math, we're used to our learning videos here, and then the problem set. And we shorten the problem sets. So these are the problems you must do, right? Can you do others? Absolutely. But these are the ones I want to see, okay? So you've got lesson 3, and then the problem set, you have to submit it, lesson 4, and lesson 5. At the bottom, you have suggested daily learning, which is daily. It's kind of like your choice board. So you want to make sure that you do Smarty Ants, which is on my Pasco Connect on the dashboard. It'll look just like this icon. And I'd like you to try to do it at least 3 to 4 times a day, if not every day. Maybe you'll love it. And then Zern, you have levels 3 and 4 on here. It's actually going to start you at level 1. So if you want to just work up to level 4, that would be great. So you just want to complete up to level 4. And then you have your reading log that you have to turn in. So hopefully seeing it in a list that you're comfortable with will make everything a little bit easier for you. And then just remember to schedule it. I'm actually going to put that back in because I prefer having the schedule, and hopefully that'll make it easier for you too. And then one more thing I want to point out, here's all the assignments. I attached them here, but you can still get them from my learning. And then we changed the reading log just a little bit to give you more space. So this week you only have Monday to Thursday because there's no school on Friday, right? No, there is school on Friday. I don't know. I'm going to double check that one. So it might change, but it'll look like this. You're going to do a summary. Here's the question. So if you read a nonfiction book versus a fiction book, then just read one of the questions and you can answer it right here. Just put the date, how many minutes you read, which should be 30, and then have mom or dad sign it. And then you can send that in. And if you'd rather type it right into the document, feel free. That's fine with me. Okay? And I'll go over this with you again. And if you need any other help, just let me know. But I just wanted to review the list with you, and hopefully this will make things a little bit easier.